wszystkich bardzo serdecznie na pierwszym streamie z Gamescomu. Oczywiście kamerka jak zwykle się przycięła wtedy, kiedy trzeba zaczynać. Wybaczcie, ona się tak wszystko nie będzie robić. Roman Pax jest z 30. Okej, spoko, fajnie. Widzę, że kamerka się przywiesiła kompletnie. No jakby nic na to nie poradzę, jest to po Wi-Fi, także wybaczcie od razu za to. Jak widzicie, mogę machać po tym kursorem. Podgłośnij mikrofon. Dobrze. Tylko zrobimy to w ten sposób.
Dzień dobry, bo ja się zawiesiłem. Ja też tu jestem, cześć.
A tak, Bogdan jest ze mną, jak zawsze. Też może być, że muzyka jest za głośna ewentualnie. Ewentualnie mogę tyczko zrobić Spotify'ka. O dobra, już się kamerka odwiesiła, także mogę pogadać. No kurwa, czemu jakieś spojrzy w tą kamerę, to...
Właśnie się boi, nie patrz się w nią.
W każdym razie,
kamienny.
do samego streamu Xboxa zostało 3 minuty i
o
30
Boże,
sekund.
to niewielka ilość czasu.
Tak. Dobra, ja tu sobie coś takiego zrobię. Dobra, może
Tak
być.
blisko, acz tak daleko.
Oczywiście światło jest chujowe, bo jest zielony pokój. W końcu
Tak.
wyjdzie na to, że zmienię ten pokój, żeby był jakiś biały albo szary, wtedy będzie lepsze do nagrywania.
Weź tego, włącz kluczowanie i tam ustaw jakiś, nie wiem, biały na przykład, da się tak?
Biały,
Żeby zastąpić. Albo jakiś kremowy.
Da się tu, wiesz co, czekaj, poczekaj, zaraz zobaczymy. Zrobimy trika, wiesz jakiego trika zrobimy?
No dawaj. Jeszcze ja mogę tego
korekcja
zasłonki dać.
kolorów, nie poczekaj. O, możemy się zrobić czarno-biali.
O, perfekcyjnie.
Nie no, może nie tak, nie do końca czarno-biali, ale mniejszy
Odzwierciedla teraz
nasycenie.
obraz naszej pustej duszy.
Ja bym trochę może zmniejszył nasycenie i wtedy byśmy byli tacy
Nie
zieloni, ale nie do
dojebani.
końca.
I połysk jest dziwny, jakby taki glow.
Nie ma Patryk Grzek jakby. Okej, no spoko. I don't judge. Especially in those times. Teraz czekajcie, ja muszę sobie zobaczyć jedną rzecz tutaj. Włączymy sobie analitykę. Wow, widzę, że mamy 8 osób na live, według tego co mi YouTube pokazuje. Także witamy wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Do Xboxa zostało 2 minutki, także jeszcze chwileczka.
Czego się możemy dzisiaj spodziewać na tym jakże zacnym streamie?
Nie mam bladego pojęcia. Nie interesowałem się w ogóle. Ale będzie coś, jakby ja się nie spodziewałem dużo od Xboxa.
Mam nadzieję na...
Znaczy dobra, już wam mówię co będzie. Gearsy 5, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Destiny 2 Shadow Keep, Xbox Game Pass, NBA 2K20, Blair Witch, PUBG, Wasteland 3, Empire of Sins, Vigor, Gridfall, The Surge 2, Metro Exodus i więcej.
Czemu ja tu kurwa siedzę? To nie mówię nic fajnego, nie ciekawego. Ej, zostałem wrobiony.
To co przeczytałem jest w oficjalnym opisie streama, także...
No, bo to
Jestem
jest
ciekaw, jak to
Xbox.
potrwa.
Najfajniejsze rzeczy będą na tej największej, tej najoficjalniejszej
Tak,
konferencji
Opening Night
Gamescomu.
Live o 20 dzisiaj.
Tak, dokładnie. To też takie bardziej pierdoły, taki wstępnik, jak to zwykle bywa na tego typu imprezach.
No może, jak coś jest mikrofon wykręcony na maksa, dajcie znać, czy nie przesterowuje mnie i Bartka, jeżeli coś tak mówimy w miarę normalnie, bo pewnie jak krzykniemy, to trochę... Chociaż ja widzę... No dobra, klipuję to może... Może, żeby nie klipowało sygnału, tylko go przyciszał. Jestem ciekaw, bo nie pamiętam jak miałem na E3 skonfigurowane, bo nie widzicie teraz podglądu samego streama, bo się już niedługo zaczyna.
Dobra, chcę sobie wielką nadzieję na tego, na Saints Row 5, bo niedawno właśnie ogłosili oficjalnie na swoim Twitterze, że
Ale to
pracują,
robi THQ Nordic.
chyba.
No to najprawdopodobniej albo we wtorek, albo w środę, albo w piątek na ich streamie.
A,
Bo THQ,
no w każdym
THQ
razie-
będzie robiło swoje 3 dni, czy tam 4 dni konferencji, streama ogólnie.
Już
Podczas
nieważne gdzie,
niego
no
mają
w
być
każdym razie
3.
mam wielką nadzieję, że się gdziekolwiek pojawi skąd.
I raczej tego nie będziemy oglądać, bo mnie też czeka, chociaż akurat w czwartek nic chyba nie będzie.
Znaczy, ja nie
Zobaczymy, jeżeli się będzie chciało, to jeszcze pojawi się trochę więcej tych
Ja
streamów.
nie jestem fanem oglądania na żywo tego typu rzeczy, ale no. Za zasady tutaj.
A ja właśnie lubię na żywo oglądać.
Potem
O
jest
dobra,
flashik,
zaczyna się, uwaga.
wszystko jest na
Chwila,
Co my tu
odsłyszymy.
mamy? Muzyka off. Peggy w 18.
przypominam, że jak chcesz coś mówić, to możesz mnie szturchnąć albo coś, żeby mnie przyciszył streama.
Okej.
A po drugie, to nie lubię borderów.
Close to gaming's future. For the next week, this 2,000-year-old city is the epicenter of gaming, as hundreds of thousands of fans, media, developers and publishers converge at the largest gaming convention in the world, Gamescom.
E3, am I a joke to you?
Ale to podchodzi, że to w Europie największa.
Okej.
No i też jak mnie patrzy, to jest czwarta impreza w przeciwieństwie do L3.
Here we go! I love it! Yes! Hey! Welcome to a very special Inside Xbox, where tonight we are jam-packed with an amazing live studio audience, announcements, premieres, debuts and interviews live from right here in beautiful Cologne, Germany!
Gry wideo, lubimy gry wideo. Proceed.
Tak, ja się dziwię, że nie ma tego O, ta laska prowadziła jej play.
From Xbox Game Preview. They grow up so fast, don't they, Grace? Plus, we welcome our friends at Bungie back to the Xbox stage to talk Destiny 2.
Yeah!
Tonight we're pulling out all the big hitters with news from Borderlands 3, NBA 2K20 and Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, as well as a steamy Age of Empires 2.
Sorry, what's
Steamy?
steamy?
It's gotta be steamy.
Ooh, hello.
Benny, please. Plus two of gaming's biggest stars, Brenda Romero and John Romero.
Yeah,
Yeah. Come on. They're bringing their latest indie masterpiece right here to our stage with the first gameplay reveal of Empire of Sin.
Nice.
And finally keep those eyes peeled and that browser open for the collision of heroes taking down the Swarm one wave at a time. It's of course the world premiere of Gears 5 Horde Mode.
Hey! What a show! And listen, I'm so excited to share it with all you on stage. I'm so excited to share it with all of you in the room, and I'm so excited to share it with all of you at home as well. Soon we'll be sitting down with Randy Varnell from Gearbox to talk Borderlands 3.
Yes.
Yeah, but in just a minute. But first of all, let's kick this show off right.
Okay, okay.
And the way we kick shows off is with a world premiere trailer.
Premiere.
Yeah? Premiere.
Ojej, coś nowego. Ale jestem ciekaw, ja się zdziwię się, nie zdziwię się, jeżeli za chwilę pokażą gdzieś Minecrafta z RTX-em, bo dzisiaj Nvidia wypuściła wcześniej trailer.
And single-handedly made standing in the corner super creepy.
I mean, I feel like it was kind of creepy.
Blair Witch zapewne, polska produkcja.
Exclusive! Right here on Inside Xbox, this is the latest trailer for Blair Witch.
Podoba mi się to, że Microsoft zaczyna swoje konferencje Polaków.
There are mistakes we fear, and wrongs that haunt us. But the worst are the sins we choose to forget. Ellis to base. Bullet picked up a scent.
He's been through a lot.
Just like you. Sir, I'm not gonna screw this up. Not this time.
You guys know these woods are cursed, right?
Ellis, I can't do this anymore.
They mess with people's heads.
Ellis, listen to me.
No!
You know you're in no shape to play the hero.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm crazy.
Greetings, my beloved listeners. Today's question is...
Did you see her? When you looked into their eyes, did you see her?
What have you done, Ellis?
These woods made me remember. Now there's no way back.
Fajne. Ja nie lubię horroru, także na pewno tego nie kupię. Ale może obejrzę, jak T-Volt będzie robił albo coś.
A Team i horror, no powodzenia.
No śmiesznie by było przynajmniej.
Za 1000 złotych? Może. Nie? Bez tego? Nie
Ale
mogę.
gra polska, także bardzo fajnie. I tam chyba jest motyw Dnia Świstaka, że się powtarza rzeczy. Przynajmniej tak było w pierwszym trailerze, tutaj tego nie było.
Do you know, Leah, what else does that?
I want to say unicorns, maybe.
I mean, close. But like a mythical beast of burden, Xbox Game Pass delights fans of all ages. And today we are saddling up a unicorn. Is this The Witcher 3? This was age appropriate for another big announcement. Since E3, more than 22 games have been added to the PC catalogue, including Shadow of War, Undertale, Blazing Chrome, Nightcall, and the Banner Saga 3.
And that
Mam wrażenie, że oglądamy konferencję TV Gry, bo była referencja do Wiedźmina.
Tak, to dokładnie.
new group of games joining the Xbox Game Pass corral. Coming to Game Pass PC, Game Pass Console, and Game Pass Ultimate on August the 22nd, Kingdom Come Deliverance, the immersive...
Kurwa macie, ja to kupiłem! Jutro będzie odcinek z tego. I będzie w Game Passie.
That begs the question, Julia, what would you do if a tyrannical medieval king murdered your entire family?
Go out to dinner. Alone.
Robiliśmy to już, polecam serię. Head zmienił płeć, bardzo możliwe.
Znowu? Na
Właśnie.
fleszach już to było, wiesz, parę razy to...
Then it's the return of an iconic dungeon crawler from the mind of Brian Fargo and In Exile Entertainment. Bard's Tale 4 rolls out to Game Pass on August 20th.
Co ja tego tytułu kojarzę, że coś takiego jak
Witamy
Bard's
wszystkich nowo przybyłych.
Tak, dokładnie, witamy.
Which arrives on August 30th. I can't take it anymore.
O, i będzie Blair Witch też w Game Passie, nice. Fajny ten Game Pass się robi.
But wait, and you won't have to. There's more.
That's right. We've got 3 games launching into Xbox Game Pass today. That's today. So, Age of Empires Definitive Edition, the best-selling real-time strategy game now in 4K, is joining Game Pass for PC.
Nice, pograłbym, ale nie wiem czy kupię. I witamy wszystkich.
Stellaris, the epic space Stellaris strategy game, and finally,
O kurwa.
60 frames per second combo tacit demon slaying is your jam, and why wouldn't it be? Because you know, are you dead inside?
To Devil?
Tak. Download button because starting today, Devil May Cry 5.
Kupujemy Game Passa?
Za ile?
Nie wiem ile on kosztuje, ale kurwa, jeżeli tam jest Stellaris, tam jest Age of Empires, tam będzie Blair Witch,
Nie, w DFL-menie kreje to ja bym
będzie
pokrył.
Devil May Cry.
Ultimate and get your first 2 months for only $2, €2, £2. Oh my! And while you're at it, why not check out the newly updated
Jestem ciekaw czy w Polsce też ta promocja jest. Później zobaczymy na pewno.
Find your Game Pass DC titles and DLC all in one handy place.
Tylko zastanawiam się co z tego wychodzi na konsolę, a co będzie na PC-cie, bo to jest taka trochę nie było powiedziane. Chyba.
The Ultimate Edition of Gears 5, which includes 4-day early access.
I mean, there's a lot of things that we're calling ultimate, and the way I look at it is just even the name itself is like saying, do you want a taco, or would you want the ultimate taco?
Ultimate taco.
The ultimate taco,
Come
because
on.
it's clearly a lot better. Right. Also, since launching Xbox Game Pass for PC beta at June's E3, we've been listening closely to fans on how to make the PC gaming experience even better. So check out the Xbox Wire right after the show for details on new updates to the Xbox app for Windows 10, which are going to be coming very, very soon to you.
Ooh, but believe it or not, we are not done yet. Starting today, Dell Alienware Arena members can claim a free 30-day Xbox Game Pass for PC beta code. New and existing Dell Alienware Arena members, head over to the link below for more information.
That's right. And lastly, we're nearly there, guys. We are happy to announce that Human Fall Flat, the quirky physics-based puzzle platformer and Game Pass classic title, has new free DLC for both PC and console coming very, very soon.
Woo.
The Steam update, comes direct from the mind of the game's creators and is slated to hit consoles and PCs in late August. For more on the free DLC, why don't we check this out?
A do czego to DLC, bo nie załapałem?
Do jakiegoś puzzle platformera.
Kojarzę
do tego?
to.
To nagrywali,
Przecież no
Paflito i
właśnie,
te-
Paflito i Timo to
dzbany nasze
nagrywali.
to nagrywały, no
No
przecież.
tak, fajne jest.
To fajne.
I też jest w Game Passie. Kurwa, dobry ten Game Pass, bo naprawdę jest sporo fajnych rzeczy.
Oh, man.
Looks
I
very manic.
I don't know about you, but that kind of just reminds reminds me of like trying to make like a cup of tea when you come home really late at night and then there's just things fall over.
And you're also wearing
there's steam everywhere.
Yeah. We've got much more in store, including that first look at Gears 5 Horde mode. But first, Age of Empires fans, listen up. Because Age Definitive Edition coming to Game Pass isn't the only Age news we've got for you today.
No, to find out more, we're going to toss it over to our Wololo and Chief Charlie. Charlie, are you Wololo-loing over there, right?
Thank you, Julia, and a wall to everyone around. It seemed like only yesterday the Age of Empires franchise burst onto the real-time strategy scene, and since then it's become a worldwide fan favorite. Ever since the announcement of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, the anticipation has been building faster than an Aztec civilization on Arabia. But if, like me, you can't wait to get your hands on the remastered Age 2 Definitive Edition, your wait is almost over. Because today, we're happy to announce that it's launching November 14th for PC and Xbox Game Pass for PC.
Okej, czyli będzie też dwójka zremasterowana, spoko.
Those who play Age 2 on Steam, never fear. Our friends over at Valve are offering a 25% discount to upgrade to the Definitive Edition. And if you need any more reason to get in on the remastered fun, Age 2 Definitive Edition will feature cross-platform and cross-play functionality across Steam and the Windows 10 store. Plus, did I mention, there's also a bonus...
Fajnie, że Microsoft stawia też na synchronizację, czy nie wiem jakieś jest nadal słowo, żeby właśnie łączyć graczy, bo też wspomagają Goga Galaxy 2.0. No i tutaj ze Steamem współpracują, także to jest akurat spoko. W przeciwieństwie do Epica. A tfu.
W ogóle czuję się jak w ogóle 3 dosłownie, bo tu póki co nic mnie jakoś bardzo nie zainteresowało, ale zobaczymy.
No mi się podoba bardzo Game Pass.
Doing in November? No. Now it's time to toss over to Benny, who might just have the cutest Gears of War assignment ever. Benny, what's happening?
Charlie, I'm not gonna lie, it is the cutest thing in the world, but it's hard to tell, right, if you're talking about me, right, or, of course, a Funko Pop Marcus Phoenix, because luckily, you won't have to choose for long, as today, we're excited to announce that Gears Pop will be available starting August 22nd, which is amazing. August 22nd, we're gonna get Gears Pop. Right, this adorable free-to-play title will be available on iOS, Android, drumroll please, Windows 10. Plus, with game progress synced across all your devices with your Microsoft account, some of us can find...
Te podniecenie.
Ding ding.
Te podniecenie jak zrobili te drumroll.
Ding ding.
And fans of free stuff, right? Free stuff, right? Listen up, make sure you're logged into your Microsoft account and watching this fancy program on mixer.com/Xbox to receive a free in-game Gears Pop Gamescom promotional pack with an assortment of Gears Pop pins to help build and upgrade your squad of adorable and badass Gears Pops. Remember to pre-register today to have the game ready on your devices when it launches later this week, but to hold you over until then, check this out.
Świetnie, gówno mobilna
Kurwa, no
gierka.
E3, no.
A wiesz co jest najgorsze? Ostatnio dziś widziałem jakiś raport z ogólnie światowego rynku gier. No i generalnie większość, w sensie największy
film
procent
Poker?
rynku gier to mobilki.
Aras zrobił film, w jakim grają Polacy i to właśnie były...
A to nie, to właśnie nie było, to nie, bo to jakoś bardzo niedawno
Ale to
było
tak
i to chodziło o
worldwide
światowe.
ogólnie też to było
Tak?
właśnie,
No
tak
nie wiem,
takie
ale na pewno
kółeczka,
gdzieś
jest
ostatnio
taka
widziałem
50 właśnie
50
mobilnych,
parę
30
procent.
gra na
Tak.
kompach i konsolach, nie?
Nie, właśnie, było tak, że najwięcej mobilki, na drugim miejscu konsola, na trzecim miejscu PC-ty.
No tak, tylko to było akurat takie wykres, że to było takie kółko i to było jakby rozbite na pół, ale jakby w jednym, ciężko mi to wyjaśnić, takie trochę dziwne to było, ale...
Wszyscy na miksera idą przez Ninja tam. Jakby nie wiem, ja w ogóle o mikserze słyszę tylko i wyłącznie na konferencjach Microsoftu, nigdzie poza tym, no nie?
Co się właśnie dzieje z tym Twitchem, bo coś też tak właśnie słyszałem, że...
No, po prostu Ninja przeszedł na miksera, bo mu Microsoft podobno srogi hajs zapłacił.
Aha, i tyle i...
No i przeszedł na miksera i po prostu ludzie migrują z Twitcha na miksera, bo tam jest Ninja. Ninja ma po prostu takie zasięgi, że wiesz, od razu 2 miliony osób.
Gamer who knows a thing or two about shooting in the paint. Please welcome the tallest guy in the room, although we can't verify it because he's sitting down. It's Joshua at the New Orleans Pelicans!
Ja, teraz będzie NBA 2K20.
Good, how are you?
Yeah, really good. Thank you so much for coming and joining us on our
Thanks for having me. The pleasure's all mine.
A z tym kontem Ninja, bo to było, że tam jakieś były promowane inne streamy, akurat wyszło tak, że...
Jaka ulana
jakiś
baba
stream
tam
z
za nim
pornolem.
była, o Jezu Chryste, widziałeś to? Patrz,
Nie.
o tu,
A, o świetnie. To baba czy to chłop?
wiecie, babo.
I have no idea.
Okay.
No idea.
Are you ready to hear what his overrating is? All right, let's reveal it, please.
Aha, dobra, okej.
Tak, właśnie coś takiego z tym Ninja było. To też tam była głośna akcja.
Is that better than
Everyone boo. Everyone boo.
No, everyone
A,
cheers.
okej, dobra.
Important thing. It must be kind of weird though to sort of have that every year.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. For me, I don't really care too much about it. But 2K, I would like for it to be a little bit higher. But
If you could just pass that on.
Yeah, I'll just pass it on to. But I played hurt last year, so that's gonna be my excuse for myself.
And you still did better, so?
Yeah, I got better. So it's all about improvements every year,
Exactly the point. You should see how footballers in the UK react with...
No, that's
okay.
a little different.
A little different. So as a gamer yourself, like what kind of games do you actually like playing? What did you play growing up?
Growing up, I was a big Madden guy. Madden and FIFA. Those are the two games that really got me into it. Then now, Fortnite. I love playing Fortnite.
Do you play with any of your teammates?
A little bit. I play with like Larry Nance Jr., who used to be with the Lakers and with the Cleveland Cavaliers now.
But now you need to sort of like, make your new friends. And,
Shame. Ding, ding.
Yeah, I gotta get my new Pelican teammates into Fortnite. Lonzo apparently plays PUBG now, so I'm gonna have to get him to switch over.
PUBG.
Yeah?
Play some Fortnite. I'm a big Fortnite guy, so I'm gonna have to see if he can do that.
Or maybe they'll switch you to PUBG. You don't know.
They might.
Peer pressure is a big thing.
I played it. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I did like it. But I think the thing that happened with me, I played Fortnite first.
Yeah.
So I think that what kind of got me. And then I'm not. I think I was getting my butt kicked in PUBG when I first started.
So that's why you.
So I was like, you know what? I gotta go back.
Duly noted. I do believe you actually got something for us. You brought us a little treat, a little trailer, I believe.
Yeah, no. So I'm very excited to introduce the first trailer of the NBA 2K My Career Story. And that was exclusively produced by LeBron James and Spring Hill Entertainment. Has a bunch of Hollywood star power, so I'm very excited about that. Hope you guys are excited about that trailer as I am and that game as I am. So,
oh yes, well, thank you so much for joining us. And in the immortal words of sportscaster Warner Wolf, let's go to videotape, but don't press play because it's the past.
Jay, Coach said you were being held out for a violation of team rules. Care to comment?
It ain't easy watching your brother fall like that, but hey, this is what we work for, all right?
Look, Jay, Coach took my scholarship, man.
I've been your advisor for 4 years. If you really want them to hear you gotta be willing to sacrifice.
It was a choice.
You chose to sit out.
I chose to stand up.
Whatever point you think you're making, son, now is not the time. You are the captain of this team. Better act like it.
I believe I am, Coach.
You're 3 months from graduating, Jay. You are letting them win.
Really, I just wanted to help out my teammate, man.
Tournament ends, suddenly everything gets real.
If you and I want to try and make it into the league, I can't have anyone else in your ear.
So you sure this agent knows what he has in you? I mean, you're so much more than basketball.
Tighten that elbow, kid.
Whoa, what's up, Kimber?
Are you ready to touch earth?
Man, I ain't touching no earth, man. What's up?
Gentlemen, I'm your trainer for the next couple months.
These next few days, he has a chance to really impress these scouts.
Mav handles all of LeBron's off-court opportunities.
I'm not done, Z. It's time to put people on notice.
I want you to get out there and get us this done.
Those were your decisions.
Feel that? That's the anxiety, all right? Use it.
Our success hinges on authenticity.
Boy, there we go. Looking just like yourself.
Really giving athletes a voice to become more than an athlete.
It took me a while to understand the opportunity that I was given.
If you want it bad enough, if you're willing to sacrifice, it will find you.
Okej, spoko. Generalnie z tego co pamiętam, to NBA to pierwsza z tych gier sportowych wprowadziła takie kariery. Ja pamiętam, ja oglądałem to dużo tego czasu. Także spoko. Ja lubię takie rzeczy generalnie.
Ja tylko powiem, że jak bardzo nie trawię gier właśnie sportowych, to ten trailer nawet do mnie przemówił.
No bo to właśnie, to mi się podoba, to mi się nawet to w mojej, tak samo w FIFA, tam której kariery, czy tak powiem, to fajne rzeczy są, bo tam jest po prostu historia w miarę dobra. Chyba, bo nie grałem.
With another world premiere, this time from just a small title called Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Live the life of a true ghost stranded behind enemy lines in this latest installment in the Ghost Recon franchise. But of course, we wouldn't just leave it there. This is Inside Xbox after all. So today, we're excited to show you the first glimpse into Ghost War, the competitive multiplayer experience. Check this out.
When facing your own kind, your skills alone are not
Musa,
enough.
lubię ją.
No.
Know when the smoke clears, they will be the last one standing. Target down! Go! Target spotted! Steady. But in the heat of the battle... Shit. I'll take care of it. It's only by working as a team that you can rise. It wasn't easy, but I did it. Gotcha. All of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you.
Nie, Battle Royale! Ja pierdolę! Dlaczego?
Ale muza jest dobra.
Best of the best really is.
Jakby nie, ja nie ogarniam tego, że każda gra chce być Battle Royale, to jest bez sensu. A po drugie, nie wiem dlaczego Breakpoint, znaczy ogólnie Ghost Recon są takie popularne jakby.
Właśnie miałem pytać, czy kto w to gra i dlaczego?
Właśnie, bo jakby nie wiem.
Bo to mi wygląda jak kurwa klon 50 innych gier, które już wyszły, nie?
Ładnie
Połowa w tym roku.
Ładnie wygląda generalnie.
Ładnie wygląda, nie ładnie wygląda.
Ładnie wygląda w porównaniu do innych rzeczy.
Let's recap. That's a new PvP mode with intense tactical matches, an extensive shared progression system, and dedicated servers. Double plus bonus, a Battle Royale style circle encroaching on the battlefield. Find out when Ghost War launches on October the 4th with the full game. Plus, if you pre-order Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, you get access to the beta starting September the 5th. Now to the latest from Borderlands 3.
John Bentel, ten co
Uwaga,
gra.
tak, teraz nie mówimy nic złego, bo nam naślą do detektywów do domu.
Nie, bo on chce kupić to i mnie nęka, żebym mu wspomógł, ale nie, bo ja w to nie zagram w ogóle.
Ale wydawcy są spierdoleni umysłowo.
Tak, to
teraz
prawda,
nie
bo
wiem,
to
czy
gdzieś
kupię.
tam na tym Epiku jakieś ekskluzywne rzeczy.
For narrative at Gearbox, Randy Varnell. Welcome to Inside Xbox.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. But Randy, that's enough of the pleasantries. I'm grilling you today, okay? We're gonna get this real serious for a very, very serious game.
Very serious.
Yeah, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so the first thing I need to say is for people who have been not so patiently waiting for the new Borderlands series, what can we expect from the stories and where can new fans jump in?
Well, you know, it's been 7 years since Borderlands 2, and Borderlands 3 is a continuation of that story that started. Actually, this is the 10-year anniversary of the release of Borderlands 1. It came out in 2009.
Aww.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. So Borderlands 3 carries on that tradition. It's a continuation of the story. At the end of Borderlands 2, he left off with a map to the stars, the vault map, talking about new places that vaults will be scattered across the universe. So Borderlands 3, our players get to jump in the roles of new vault hunters and hunt down those vaults across multiple planets in the universe. So for the first time ever in the Borderlands universe, we're going to get off of Pandora and get to other places and hunt down those treasures hidden away in those secret alien vaults.
Okay, well, we'll come back to the planets later because you did mention Vault Hunters, and from my experience, that's always the first thing you do with Borderlands, right?
That's right.
So recently we saw Flak. Can you tell us more about the Beastmaster's abilities?
I'm so excited to talk about Flak.
I can tell, you're literally shaking.
I am. Flak has been the character that I've been playing the most recently as we kind of prepared the game and got it ready to ship. Flak is the Beastmaster. And what I'm really excited about that, players have played other characters like Gage in Borderlands 2, who had the Necromancer, who had Death Trap. Yep. A lot of people love that. Flak, we are happy to talk about, is a pure pet class. Flak has a choice between 3 different animals that that Flak can call out. He's got a Jabber, which is kind of a monkey with a gun.
Ostatnia jakaś akcja z banami za tam złe określenie płci, że to nie jest on, tylko to są oni. Ten flag. I za to podobno bany szły.
That you want. And then, like we've done with a lot of the Vault Hunters in Borderlands 3, a lot of different ways to customize
Ja
it.
chcę kupić, ale nie wiem, czy mogę.
Nie mówię, ja w ogóle nie lubię looter shooterów, także...
Ale tu jest Borderlands.
Supercharge the pet. So as the pet's out and doing things, you can. It's called Gamma Burst. You can make the pet kind of swell up. Yeah. Get all swole. Go take down other things. Flak can also do a thing called Rack Attack, where he literally pulls rack. We call it rack, pocket rack. He pulls rack from his pockets of flying creatures, right? And they run out and do damage. But Flak also has a stealth type of ability. So if you like to let your pets do the action, you want to hang back and kind of play there. Flak can kind of ghost out of existence and then let the pets do all the work.
And we're going to be using that against some bad guys. And what's Borderlands without some bad guys? And in this one, we've got the Calypso twins. So can you tell me exactly how big and very bad and scary are these guys?
Well, you know, in Borderlands 2, we had a great villain, Handsome Jack, who thought you, the player, were bandits. He just calls you bandits the whole time. Well, the bandits are kind of this wild mix of enemies across Pandora that have never really been unified and all of that. Well, the Calypsos are big and bad enough that they have finally unified all the bandit clans on Pandora and have rebranded them the Children of the Vault.
Oh, yeah.
The COV. You'll see those signs everywhere. And the way they do that is the Calypso twins are streamers.
They're live streamers.
They're streamers.
I've never met one of those before.
No. And no one in mind when we made the Calypso twins. But no, seriously, we asked with the Calypso twins, what would happen if our super awesome live streamers that have, tons of fans decided to militarize their fan base?
Use that influence.
That's right, use that.
Mam wrażenie, że to może zrobić ninja. Wtedy
Nie
będzie źle, bo
mówić,
wszyscy
nie
będą
mówić.
tańczyć.
Nie mówić właśnie, że tak.
They're gonna be trying to stop you on that hunt to the vaults to get kind of off the planet to the other vaults. And in great streamer fashion, they're gonna be recording and putting those streams back in there, and they're gonna ask you all to like, follow, and obey.
Nie podoba mi się bardzo, że to zawsze jest kurna gameplay z konsoli. Borderlandsy wyglądają zupełnie inaczej, jak się w nie gra na PC. To naprawdę nie wygląda tak źle.
Xboxa.
Na konsoli to nie wygląda zbyt dobrze, ale teraz mi na PC jest dużo lepiej.
Wrap in a second, but I did want to come back to the planets. In one word, how big is this game?
This game is huge.
Huge.
It's definitely bigger than Borderlands.
Jakby nie rozumiem pytania się o wielkość z gry jednym słowem, bo każdy odpowiada huge. Ewentualnie big, jeżeli nie zna określenia huge.
Right. But we've already talked about you start on Pandora, which we've been before, and there's some good gameplay there. We've talked about Promethea, which is the big city planet, a big urban area with huge buildings, and there's a big corporate war going on between two of our big corporations, Maliwan and Atlas. And then we've also talked to E3 about Eden 6, a big swampy jungle planet. I call it Space Florida or Space Louisiana. It's just full of jungles and dinosaurs and all sorts of stuff. And there might be even some more surprises around the corner, but I don't want to spoil everything.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good. These guys are going to get more information later. Let's stop at surprises. Anyway, thank you so much, Randy, for being here. And remember, in case anyone in the room has forgotten.
If you got it.
Okay. This is all for you. Yeah, Borderlands launches on Xbox One on September 13th. But from the game with all of the loot to a game that also has quite a lot of loot, it's time to talk about PUBG. But before we dive into it, let's check out another world premiere. This is PUBG Season 4.
Co jest dla mnie niesamowite, to, że nie tak dawno właśnie powróciłem sobie do PUBG z moim kolegą Bartłomiejem, który aktualnie jest w grę.
Którego nie ma w frajerach.
Tak, no chciałem go pozdrowić ładnie i go opluć na dobre, jak uważasz. Mam wrażenie, że ta gra nie zrobiła się lepsza ani trochę. Trochę zrobiła się lepsza, ale według mnie straciła taki swój fajny vibe. Jakby dla mnie jest gorsze. Ja już nie potrafię grać w tego PUBG. Jakby nie czuję tej gry w ogóle. Jest tak samo klanki, jest tak samo jakby niedopracowana, jakby to nie było żadne tam AAA, tylko jakiś prywatny projekt. Albo gra mobilna, tylko taka rozbudowana. No i w sumie tyle, no. Taka moja opinia o tym PUBG. Jakoś nie wiem, co oni z tym jeszcze mogą zrobić. Próbują cały czas,
grać, ale mi nie szło w pizu, to...
No się tak naprawdę nie dziwię, że tyle osób woli Fortnite'a, bo
może i on w Szwecji siedzi. Albo on miał gdzieś jechać, miał wyjeżdżać gdzieś.
On jest w Grecji.
W Grecji.
W Grecji jest.
A i tak frajer mógłby oglądać.
Xbox stage. Joining us today, producer Kusung Yuk-jung and console community lead Ray Kim. Plus joining us from...
Nie wiesz, to Chińczycy robią.
To ja wiem, ale jak on to przeczytał, to...
No, pewnie mu powiedzieli przed tym.
We just saw the debut of the Season 4 trailer.
To nie są Chińczycy, tylko są Koreańczycy.
Dobrze.
Yeah, we've upgraded Erangel with the higher visual fidelity, including some major landmarks such as military power and the military bases. And also everyone will be able to see what has happened to the Erangel with the trenches and the camonette and the blast mark on the ground. And also there is some secret place that you can find some clue what happened at there. Even with all these changes, it's still Erangel. We know that everyone loves the Erangel, so we try hard to keep this unique feeling.
Yeah, I personally cannot wait to explore the new areas again and find those secrets. This is going to be so cool to find. Ray, can you tell us about Survival Pass 4?
Yes, Season 4 also introduces Survival Pass 4 Aftermath, which allows players to unlock over 100 rewards.
I grafikę jakoś zmienili mocno, czy mi się wydawało?
No tak, to mają być jakieś małe zmiany. Ja nie rozumiem, co na Chińczyk praktycznie mówi, także...
Which allows the community to work together towards goals and milestones. As you achieve these milestones together, you'll be able to unlock new rewards. And also, you'll be able to swap out missions more easily than previous passes. Yeah. And you can use BP to continue changing them if you're not up to certain tasks.
Also, I cannot wait to start getting all those unlocks. Chris, Season 4 trailer, how awesome was that?
That's actually the first time I've ever seen the trailer. Like, I keep hearing about it, and now I finally got to it looks fantastic, and like I'm really stoked about finding out more about what's going on, finding some secrets and learning some lore. Like, I'm stoked.
Yeah, like I honestly.
Właśnie, bo tu ja coś czytałem jakieś artykuły, że tu mają być, jakby ma być story, w sensie wytłumaczenie, dlaczego jest ta wyspa, dlaczego ludzie tu skaczą, kto tym zarządza i tak dalej.
It's a nightmare. But I know, Kusan, that's not all you've come to share about PUBG today. What else have you got?
Yes, it's one of the things that everyone wanted to have. It's cross-platform play for the console.
Cross-play for console for PUBG.
Yeah. Yeah, it allows Xbox players join the matches and competing with the PlayStation players. And it will make the matchmaking pool bigger globally and also offer more competition.
Yeah, Chris, like, how is this, like, having this?
It's fantastic. I mean, when we first enabled cross-console play, like, several years ago, this is the exact kind of scenario we were envisioning, just letting the whole global population play together on console with each other. Like, fantastic. Super excited to try
It's just exciting to see the community grow more and more and kind of have more players on PUBG. It's going to be really exciting. And Ray, it's been...
Actually, there's one more thing about the schedule. We are aiming to update cross-platform play on the public test server on late September. And after a week of beta, we are planning to update the live server in early October.
Late September, that's a cross-play is not that far away for us. It's really exciting. I cannot wait to get involved with it. And right, PUBG has been now here been on console for 2 years now. What else have you got to say to all the players?
Ale już właściwie mówić, ale ja jestem stary.
Has given us since we've launched.
And on behalf of every people in the PUBG, and thank you for playing and supporting us and loving us. And see you at the very ground.
Ten drugi mniej pogadał, a mam wrażenie, że chyba mówił lepiej trochę po angielsku.
Thank you for giving us such a great game to play. But thank you so much for joining us today. I personally cannot wait to drop into Season 4. But now, over to Leah with a game set in a quaint, post-apocalyptic winter wonderland.
Yeah, thank you, Benny. Thank you. Quaint. Maybe not quite the word I'd use for it. Now to the latest installment of a fan favorite, featuring challenging tactical combat. In Exile's Wasteland 3 brings you to the forefront of the post-nuclear world through squad-based epic, we'll just call them squabbles, shall we? With deep branching storylines and an open world, Wasteland 3 is truly the next frontier. We've got your first look at the new story, combat, and one heck of a ride. For more on the new title, take a gander at this here world premiere trailer.
Dzisiaj się chyba mikrofonik rozjechał troszeczkę.
Colorado speaking. Thank you for agreeing to help me.
Podobno Wastelandy to są przejebani dobre RPG, ale ja nie lubię takich RPGów za bardzo z rzutem izometrycznym.
Ja tym bardziej.
Children to heal, while I will ensure the continued existence of your organization. Just be warned. Your trip to Colorado will not be easy.
Spotless, are they white as the snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Gangs and cults watch the past.
Ale muzyczki w tych trailerach są bardzo przyjemne, muszę pochwalić. Dźwięk 10 na 10.
You will have to fight to reach us.
Kurwa, droidy ze Star Warsów.
No co, separatyści przyszli.
Wytypy. Ja tu już bym, na miejscu Disneya to już bym składał pozew o plakat, no nie?
Chwilę wyjdą kurwa klankiery.
But reach us you must, Rangers. We have a war to win.
Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
To jest Kotora, ten żołnierz.
O, jeszcze będą kontrolerki Elite pewnie.
Xbox controllers, what do you think? Yeah, here they are. Oh, where to start? First up, let's talk about the Night Ops Camo Special Edition controller. And by the way, what a cool name, Night Ops Camo, right? So this is a brand new take on our camo controllers. It's less geometric and more like organic camouflage. But the twist here is this really cool, stealthy black, grey and metallic gold coloring. Now the gold in particular, it's got this kind of like metal flake effect, so it shifts in the light and it seems to change color right in front of you. It's super, super cool. You've also got a gorgeous gold metallic D-pad, and I personally love the textured triggers that keep you locked in when you're getting those dubs. And the eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed my t-shirt here. How do you like that? Eh? So this is the official Xbox Gear Night Ops Camo t-shirt.
Miały być gry, a nie kurwa merch Xboxowy. Przerwa na reklamy, taka...
Tak, przerwa na reklamy. Wiesz co, ja ci Kuba później powiem, jak się ta gra nazywała, ale ja sobie zobaczę w moją listę gier.
Tomorrow. Right, next up, we've got
Ja to masz tego dla US i tego. Kanady.
Special Edition controller, and as you can see, it's rocking a blue color scheme with a geometric pattern on the top case, shiny metallic accents, and a slick metallic blue D-pad. But best of all for me, Sport Blue has rubberized grips on the back in a contrasting light blue. I love these grips. They really help you feel connected to the controller. It just feels amazing. And of course, both controllers feature Bluetooth capability for gaming on Windows and tablets.
Może i tak, ale jest brzydki.
So you can plug your headsets directly in. Now, if you want to get a closer look at both these beauties, we've got an unboxing video featuring Brenna from the Mixer team and myself, and that's going live on the Xbox YouTube channel right after this show. So what do you think, everybody? What do you think of new controllers? Slick, right? Yeah. We've got some controller fans in the audience tonight, and I love that, right? If you, like me, are obsessed with Xbox controllers, I love them, and I'm not ashamed to say it. We've created an amazing original video with the design leads from the Xbox hardware team taking us through the inspiration for every Xbox One controller ever made. Yup, literally every single one. There's so many cool and interesting stories and behind-the-scenes things in here, and I think you're going to love this video. Every Xbox One controller ever made is premiering exclusively on Xbox YouTube and Instagram TV on August 26th. Do not miss that. Now, from a couple of new controllers to a couple known throughout the gaming world for their visionary titles. Julia is about to catch up with Brenda Romero and John Romero in the Speakeasy, so let's raise a glass and take a trip back to Prohibition-era Chicago in Empire of Sin.
To ciekawe, ja ostatnio siedzę w czasie prohibicji, dlatego że oglądam sobie sesję RPG z Call of Cthulhu, a Call of Cthulhu się dzieje w 1920 roku w Ameryce. Oj, to jest coś w stylu XCOMu.
He doesn't know what's coming. But first, let's go back to the beginning. A week ago, I got into Chicago. As soon as I did, I started handing out my calling card. It wasn't long before I was building an empire and making contacts. I had a few ups
Znowu
and downs.
muzyka mi tak Godfathera normalnie w mózgu przypomina.
No wiesz, to są klimaty Godfathera, tak.
No tak, tak. No kurwa, jaka wielka szkoda, że Godfather nie robi gier godowych. To serio.
No one had messed with Jax. Old Ronnie didn't take too well to my way of doing business. Now he thinks he's got me pegged. He ain't got nothing. What he doesn't know is I've been making deals all around town, and I got just enough cops to look the other way. Those who work with me are afraid of nothing. I almost feel bad for the guy. He's just a step on my way to the top. But if it wasn't me taking him down, it'd be somebody else.
Tak jak właśnie u Baniaka, tylko ja oglądam tę sesję, gdzie była ekipa rockowa, bo ich znam i zawsze jest śmiesznie, ale być może inni też pooglądam. W ogóle tak mi się zachciało sesję
Jakie
RPG.
fajne logo, joj.
Fajne logo. Być może ja niedługo będę grał w jakąś sesję RPG, bo jeżeli mi się uda zorganizować, tylko że w Warhammerze, bo mi się tak zachciało.
Great developers have been making waves in the gaming world for years, making some of your favorite games. From Romero Games Limited, game director Brenda Romero and President John Romero, welcome to Inside Xbox.
Thank you. Kto ma lepsze włosy, głosujemy?
Nie wiem. Szczerze. Ja?
Przedni żart.
Watering hole, is that right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, bars can be good for other things, like games. For instance, among other
Where
things.
are you drinking?
So the bar. So what? I grew up in a town in northern New York, and in Ogdensburg, and there wasn't a lot happening. But this one place in town was called The Place. Unbelievably, that's its name.
Meta.
Still is called The Place. Anyway, The Place was the oldest continuously operating bar in the U.S. Now, whether that's true or not, I didn't know. But when I started asking my mom questions, like, why didn't the cops just shut it down?
Yeah.
The answers I got, she didn't want to give me answers that would be like, well, future game designer, here's how criminal empires are built. So instead, she didn't want to talk about the gray area, and she just sort of pushed me away. But it developed this fascination with criminal empires. And so Paradox was happy to turn that into a game. And I've always been fascinated with this time period. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and you guys did like a whole bunch of research, and I think it's like half of the bosses are kind of about half are fictional and half are actually sort of real, based on real people.
Yeah, I think the majority certainly are real.
Yeah.
In fact, John's great grandmother's in the game. Was I supposed to say that?
No,
I've said it.
Exclusive.
I've said it now. Yeah. So about half the bosses are real, and the other half are fictional characters that are sum up the era.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've done a ridiculous amount of research into it.
That's brilliant. I mean, John, so obviously we've seen a little bit about kind of what the game's like. What's the main sort of player experience like? Going into this game, what am I going to be doing? What are we going to be doing?
Well, it's a strategy game, so there's a lot going on in it. And you have to manage your 4 main resources.
Okay.
Which is your money, your alcohol,
Okay, I'm not
your
good at any of those.
RPCs, and the time that you have.
Okay.
And time's a ticking, and everybody wants to have the biggest empire. Of course, you start at the bottom at the beginning. But you do a lot of things in this game. You make a lot of crazy decisions, such as you sell alcohol to, say, allies of yours. Well, you could sell some poison alcohol and kill a lot of other guys. You won't be allies after that.
I mean, no.
You can do a lot of really underhanded stuff in this game.
But yeah.
That sounds really fun. And one of these sort of interesting things I was reading about was about the kind of recruitable playable characters. So you've always got, they were saying that they're quite, got randomized traits, and then as the game progresses, their traits can shift, so they could be a bit more reliable, maybe, less drunk when they turn up or something.
Well, so you start out, the characters, let's say you and I are both playing a game, and we both start out with Tammy.
Okay.
By the end of the game, your Tammy is going to be different than my Tammy.
Oh,
so your Tammy, depending on how you play the game, and the other characters that you recruit to play with her as well, your Tammy can end up being a serial killer. Mine could end up in love.
Wow.
So there's lots of different dynamic character things that build throughout the game that are a reflection of how you play.
Lubię takie rzeczy.
And one other thing I was thinking about was obviously, kind of going to strategy games. Sometimes people are sort of like, oh, I just want to kind of hop in for, maybe I don't want to commit sort of a full, stint at it. And you can actually sort of play kind of smaller games. How does that sort of work within the game?
Well, the way we've done it, you can, if you just say, like, this is it, I'm not doing anything for the next many months, you can have a game with all the bosses.
Yeah.
all, like as much of Chicago as you can probably handle, so you can take the full game, or you can say, no, I just want to play a few bosses and have a quick game.
I do need to go to work at some point.
At some point
in my life.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it looks really, really fascinating. What do you guys think? It looks really fun, huh? Yeah? So, when can these guys get their hands on the game? That's what we want to know, right? When can we play it?
Yeah.
What date? What's the date?
Sorry?
When can we play it?
Spring 2020.
Spring 2020, so not too long to wait. Oh, fantastic.
Czy tak niedługo, czy tak pół roku trochę?
No więcej.
We've got so much more to come, including, I don't know, a smallish, I don't know, what's that game called? Gears 5? I don't know. There's a bit of a showcase of something about that later.
Dobrze to sobie powiedziała.
Dobrze stwierdziła. Aż tak nikogo w
coś tam
Polsce.
podobno to ważne, nie wiem.
Graduation celebration is in order because from the makers of DayZ comes the next great shoot and loot survival game. And today we're excited to announce it's out of Xbox Game Preview. Vigor 1.0 officially releases as free-to-play title today. And to celebrate the launch, they're giving away a custom in-game Xbox jacket. So simply click.
Ja chyba to kojarzę. Coś ona powiedziała, że to jest z twórców DayZ. To może dlatego to kojarzę.
Look amazing while you're doing it and build your way to survival success. This is Vigor 1.0.
It all happens so fast.
Tak, to jest coś bardzo w stylu DayZ od tych samych twórców.
Was tainted by radioactive dust overnight. Norway has become the last stand. Crossed by footprints of surviving outlanders.
Jeżeli to będzie darmowe DayZ, to aż sobie może to pobiorę, bo ma być za darmo. To się przechodzi na darmo.
A bardzo fajne.
Ej, no jeżeli to jest za darmo, to ja to już pobiorę.
Daję okejkę.
No, by nie syndrom EA. Musi Gearbox sponsorować.
So much games. Now, to a guy who is nice enough to send us his on-camera interview requirements. So, you know, we thought we'd return the favor by basically reading that rider out on stage. And I'm not even kidding, this is a direct email that we stole off the Xbox servers. No joke, right. Dear Inside Xbox, I have a multi-dimensional preparation program which I find is key to setting me up for success. And with enough time, this shouldn't be a problem for the team. My request covers key things like organic snacks, specific climate-controlled room, positive color palette, ergonomic seating, performance socks. What's a performance sock? I sort of want it. And fair trade organic sustainable cold brew from the island of Mauritius. It's thoroughly unreasonable. I mean, I thought my rider was ridiculous, but it's more just to make me not look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Oh well. Try must. So to catch up with this Xbox mainstay and to find out a bit more, I want to try some of this coffee. We're going to chuck it over to Charlie. Did he bring any? Have you got some?
I can't see any coffee, Julia. But I can confirm. I think he might be in his performance socks. Thank you so much. I am here with a guy who is so Xbox, he does insist we call him.
Nienawidzę w konferencjach takiego pierdolenia i śmiesznych żartów.
Right, I'm going to kick things off with a very topical question. It's Gamescom this week, or in Cologne. It's wonderful, but Xbox are really turning up this week. What can fans expect from the open doors experience and over at the booth?
Well, first I have to say, well played Inside Xbox crew. As you can see, we work hard here, but we try to have fun. And so you guys definitely got me back with that one. Listen, this is the year of Gears. This is the moment people have been waiting for. We know fans are really excited. Just was backstage with Ryan and Rod. They're going to be out here to world premiere Horde, and tons of innovation coming with Horde. This is the biggest Gears ever made. And shortly after this show, the opening of Gamescom, opening night live, the first game you will see is world premiere of Campaign. We have an awesome story asset featuring...
No to wiemy już, co rozpocznie opening night live.
Rob will be there with Jeff Keighley. So this is a huge, huge day for Gears and Gears fans here with us here and, of course, around the world.
There's tons more games as well. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Okay. I'll give them that. That's definitely warranted. There's lots of other games as well. If they're heading over to the booth, what can people check out?
So, listen, Gamescom's exciting. Nearly 400,000 fans come, not just from Germany, but all over Europe. So we have a huge booth. We have hundreds of games on display. It's great to see fans get first hands on Minecraft Dungeons. First time anyone's got hands on. Fans will be able to play that in our booth. We've got Bleeding Edge first time hands on. We also have a technical alpha. People want to sign up for that at home. The Rare teams here, people will be playing Battletoads for the first time. Really, really excited. It's nice. The Battletoad fans in the house. And they brought some nice surprises with Sea of Thieves as well. First look at Duo Sloops. And anyone that plays Sea of Thieves this week gets the Halo ship livery for free as a bonus as well.
It's a pretty good deal.
It is pretty good. But
people here around at home.
For me, my favorite part of Gamescom is all these people right here, the fans.
Just these.
Epic gamers.
Tak, dokładnie.
Epic gamers.
Booth, and we're welcoming those hundreds of thousands of people that come in. This experience here, this huge theater where we're doing this show, the rest of the week is an experience designed just for fans. So to get hands-on, we're gonna have tournaments, we're gonna have panels in a really intimate setting.
I'm back on Thursday doing a Mortal Kombat show, so like, just get involved.
Exactly, we've got a Mortal Kombat tournament, we got the Mountain coming. I mean,
we do.
I'm gonna try to take that guy down. So yeah, I mean, let's do it. So I'll be here Thursday. We'll be streaming that on Mixer to people that wanna watch at home, and it's just great to be able to celebrate with our fans.
Absolutely, and it's not going to be the only way this year, is it? There's something coming up in my neck of the woods, I believe, something called Exo19. Can you give us as much information as possible about that?
Yes. If you thought what we were announcing and showing here at Gamescom was huge, just wait until you see Exo19. What I love about
czyli tam będzie pewnie nowy Xbox.
It will be the biggest Inside Xbox show of the year. We have tons of stuff we're showing from our internal studios, from third-party partners, a lot of big surprises planned, so you definitely don't want to miss that.
What is that?
Xbox on November 14th.
What is that?
Myślisz, tej X tam?
Ja nie wiem, o tym co to jest.
O czym nie wiesz?
Co to jest?
No jakieś wydarzenie Microsoftu.
To pierwsze takie w historii? Czy to...
Nie, podejrzewam, że robią co roku. Ja nie wiem, co to też
Bo ja nie wiem, co to jest.
Ale no ma być głębokie.
Not only will we have this massive Inside Xbox, but I want to personally invite all of our fans from around the world to come to London and join us. We're going to have thousands of tickets available. They're only £19. We're giving all of the money and proceeds to charity. September 24th, the tickets go on sale. You can check it out at xbox.com/exo19. But November 14th, mark your calendars. It's going to be huge.
It is indeed going to be rough.
Teraz który? 24, ale jakiego miesiąca?
September? Chyba September.
And the date and the fact you're coming to London isn't enough. My piece of paper tells me there's going to be a couple special guests there as well.
Well,
are we flying anyone in?
Yes. Major Nelson will be there.
Keanu.
Our head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty, will be there.
Indeed, he will. Yeah.
Of course, I will be there, but...
The best one! The best one! The best one!
And even the big man himself, Phil Spencer, will be in London for Exo19. All of our creative teams will be there. Please join us.
No będzie można obejrzeć, bo mówię, pewnie pokażę nowego Xboxa.
Piece of paper of everything you had to say. You smashed it, Aaron.
All right, thank you.
You said absolutely everything, and I think that's pretty much. I think you need to go sit down.
I am.
It's quite intense in this room. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw over to Benny for another world premiere.
Thanks, darling. Also, Aaron, you need a place to stay during XO19. You'll just have to share a room with like the Xbox On mascot Pedro the Fish, right? That's the deal. And also bring the scooter along. Right, I'm so jealous. We've just been whizzing around in Cologne on scooters. It's been great fun. But speaking of acts of diplomacy, the upcoming action RPG Greedfall has already made waves, and it's not even out yet. This epic open-world adventure takes you through the diverse factions on an island populated by not-so-nice locals. Now, for the first glimpse, we're getting a glimpse into those characters and relationships that can truly shape the way the game is played. Let's take a look. It's awesome.
Czy to Greedfall?
Today is the big day, isn't it?
A.
Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
It is said our people lived peacefully until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own.
In Greedfall, the world and your story are ever-changing based on the choices you make. You'll enter the island of Tyr Freddy, not to act as an assassin or soldier. First and foremost, you are a diplomat, with all the social powers and status that come with it. You're free to explore every faction's settlement and deal with the powers that govern each. To overcome the challenges ahead,
Tak generalnie taki spoko, bo to takim biedowiedźmin.
fight and talk alongside you.
Your Majesty.
W sensie, pod względem technologicznym to jest biedowiedźmin, a pod względem założeń bardzo podobne, bo są potworki i...
Compose your party of 3 from anyone who's joined you so far. But choose carefully. Each companion brings something different to combat. Kurt, your loyal master of arms and mercenary of the Coin Guard Guild, makes for a great frontline warrior. Meanwhile, Afra, a talented scientist from the Bridge Alliance, specializes in ranged weaponry, such as rifles and throwable explosive files. Regardless of who you choose, be sure to regularly switch out and upgrade your companion's equipment and weapons, or you may find yourself overwhelmed in battle. During dialogues and diplomacy, your party members will chime in and react depending on your choices and what's being said.
My son, it is clear this woman has no intention of helping us.
I ask you to forgive these foreigners. They do not know our customs.
For example, Siora is a Tyr Freddy native, fiercely protective of her people's rights. Sides strongly with someone antagonistic to the natives while in her presence, and an angry interruption may force your hand into bloodshed.
Don't tell me that you are going to humor this crazed assassin.
Be sure to pay close attention to your party members' needs. Each has their own story and unique personal quests.
Ej, no kurwa, to będzie dojebany RPG.
A
Tylko może być trochę
dobry,
drewniany.
ale może być dobry.
Tylko może być drewniany, ale dobry myślę będzie.
And an outwardly fatherly nature that masks deep-rooted ambitions. Vasco, a captain of the Seafaring Naughts, is one of the more secretive, closed members of your party. Spend time with the captain and complete his personal questline, and he'll inevitably open up. Develop close friendships with all of your companions, and some may even lead to romance. Never forget, relationships in Greedfall can be as uncertain as the seas that ravage Tyr Freddy's shores.
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together.
Nothing said or unsaid can be taken for granted. Ultimately, the choices you make will shape the future of the island.
We didn't want this fight.
And the lives of all upon it.
You are too blind, too renegade to understand.
Jedyne co mi się w tej grze nie podoba, to to, że wygląda jakby tak była, nie wiem, miała 8-7 lat. Ale tak
No
to wygląda zajebiście.
zobaczymy. Liczy się fabuła, liczy się gameplay.
Time to get on some gaming goodness, and with the Xbox Summer Spotlight Sale, it's never been easier to...
Tylko boję, że gameplayowo będzie drewniane.
Through September the 10th, get your hands on more than 60 new titles across the Xbox One family at great prices. Plus, for a limited time, you can earn up to 4,000 Microsoft Reward points when you spend $40 on Summer Spotlight titles. Bargain hunt! And with games like No Man's Sky, Overcooked 2, and Vigor on Spotlight, earning those points will be a cool summer breeze. There'll be new games added every week, so make sure to check the Microsoft Store every Tuesday and follow Xbox on Twitter so we can keep you up to date until...
Artys przyszedł. Teraz widać tylko jego medale.
Reference there for the oldies amongst us. He got it. All right, coming up, we've got Bungie back on the Xbox stage for the first time in years with Destiny 2. Yeah?
Wow, no, Destiny 2, świetnie. O, no, dobrze Kamienny mówisz, przypomina Wiedźmina 2. Wygląda trochę.
No.
Trochę. To może być taki Wiedźmin 2. Tylko Wiedźmin 3 z gorszą grafiką. Czyli Wiedźmin 2.
Get ready, because the sequel has a bigger world, tougher enemies, and the most customizable exo rig ever. Let's take a look.
To Destiny 2, tak? Nie, The Surge.
Welcome to the Surge 2.
Kojarzę nazwę, ale co to jest?
To jest takie Dark Souls, tylko takie... O takie.
A, okej.
Filled with mysterious military forces, a rampaging cult, and nanomachine monstrosities. You are the survivor of Flight 221, with no choice but to find a way past Jericho City's war-torn walls.
Jericho?
Desolate pathways to discover hidden paths and shortcuts. Create your character and survive thanks to your Exo Rig, a powerful mobile machine that gives you increased strength, speed, and endurance. To get new gear, you'll need to take them from your foes. Using the limb targeting system, you can aim for specific body parts. Target a weapon or piece you're interested in, damage it, and then use a brutal execution to slice it off. Like every machine, the exosuit can be tuned, adjusted, and upgraded to your liking. Opt for speed and agility, or focus on taking powerful blows to convert them into energy. Your exo rig is centered around your core power, which dictates how much gear you can attach to your suit. Each piece of armor and every implant comes at a cost, so choose wisely.
To bardzo mi przypomina The Division. Podoba mi się. Nie lubię takich gier.
Full set bonuses, allowing you to either specialize or hybridize the way you want to fight. To further customize your exosuit, you also have access to implants and injectables. These provide passive and active bonuses to your character, ranging from effects like predicting parry direction to slowing down time. The Surge 2 features 80 weapons across 9 types, such as the dual-bladed twin rig and the brand new transforming double duty. These weapons range from military security batons to jury-rigged homemade spears. Each weapon has unique attack speeds, ranges, and damage types. No warrior can get by with attacks alone. You have a variety of defensive tools at your disposal, each with their own advantages and uses. Dodging is for those who believe prevention is better than cure, and for those who enjoy a more aggressive defense. For more advanced players, you can use either the duck or the short hop to evade high or low attacks. These are followed up by a counterattack, which staggers enemies and opens them up to a powerful punishing blow. Blocking can be used to gain energy, which is the resource used for injectables and finishing moves. A block can be defended if you have enough stamina to withstand the attack. You can take this even further by using the directional parry, which rewards a lot more energy.
Czemu to mi wygląda jakiś kurwa tutorial? Na chuj to?
Dodging?
To nie moja para kaloszy, no.
No, dokładnie, mi się jakoś...
Okejka, not granted.
No.
Possibilities that are up to you to discover. Following you is your faithful combat drone, which can be fitted with several different modules, including EMP grenades, Gatling cannons, powerful charged lasers, industrial magnets, and sniper rifles. These can be used between your attacks for devastating combos, as well as openers and finishers to your fights. The drones can also be used to interact with other players in asynchronous...
No pasjonujące jak ja pierdolę, już wiem czemu na E3 nie pokazują gameplaya. Jezu Chryste.
No. Przecież to nie jest gameplay, to wygląda kurwa jak filmik tutorialowy.
No.
Upgraded by slaying another player. As you get further into the Surge 2, you will discover new implants, new upgrades, new weapons, and new ways to explore, and each of them will be needed to rise above the ruins of Jericho City. The enemies you face will be both man and machine, each bringing a new and deadly challenge. These are the tools at your disposal and will be the means for you to overcome every threat. Survive The Surge 2 on September 24 on Xbox One.
No takie mach. Destiny 2 też bardzo nie lubię.
It's been a while since we've had Bungie on the Xbox stage, so I am as pleased as punch to be joined today by game director Ben Womack and community manager Deej. Let's welcome them.
Główna konferencja jest o 20.
Tak.
So very excited that you're here with us. And I believe today you're going to be talking a little bit about kind of the finisher moves and how these takedowns are going to be affecting the combat of the game, like, because it looks very exciting.
Oh, I'm the most excited about.
I don't know. Have you met Leah?
I'm almost vibrating with excitement.
I don't know. You've got some competition there.
Please tell us absolutely everything in excruciating detail. I don't think anyone will mind.
All right, everyone sit down. We're going to have an hour. No. We'll start with finishers are very simply another element of the combat, another tool that you'll be able to take into Destiny combat that lets you finish off an enemy with a flourish when they're
Luki, żadnego tłumaczenia nie będzie na pewno, nie. Oglądamy po prostu i ewentualnie komentujemy.
Ale witamy się bardzo serdecznie.
Tak, gier już było dużo. W sensie, że wcześniej było coś nowego? Nie było chyba nic nowego, jak już to były jakieś ekskluzywne nowe rzeczy.
No nowego to chyba nie, ale...
finishers, and everyone, when Destiny 2 Shadowkeep launches, will get all 3 of those finishers.
Ooh, very exciting. And what I'm noticing here is while we're playing, obviously we're cutting through a lot of footage here, but it doesn't seem like there's any cooldown between finishers either. You can kind of just, can you rampage through and just finish?
Oh yeah, you can rampage.
Okay.
However, there are more things you can do with finishers aside from just eliminating the enemy.
Yes.
With Armor 2.0, we're taking a lot of customization and RPG elements and inserting them into the action game.
Okay.
So once you start digging that system, more things become possible with finishers. All of a sudden, you can say, hey, I'm going to take my artifact, I'm going to earn one of these mods at the end. It's a collectible now, it's not a consumable. And that one right there, probably my favorite one, if you finish an enemy with that mod equipped, you will spawn a heavy ammo brick for your entire fire team.
Wow, that's incredible.
But it will cost half of your super.
Oh, okay, that's a heavy cost as well.
You don't get everything for free in life. There's always a catch.
And imagine doing that in the raid, though, and you're like, oh,
well, see, this is the thing. Now we don't have heavy ammo since we've, we're creeping back in. I'm a big fan of that. Thank you. And yeah, combat mods that sounds like a really good way to, if you want to spice up your gameplay a little bit, you can add a combat mod in instead. Maybe sacrifice.
Chuj za dużo tego typu gier powstaje, brakuje singlowych, krótszych, fajnych
Tak, ja nie rozumiem, czego się na to poświęca tyle czasu.
No właśnie,
jakby
kurwa,
tłumaczenie,
kto w to
gameplaye,
gra?
granie.
Jezu.
Wow, and it just seems like the whole system is really just geared towards personalization of your character, which is...
we're opening up
Ja
a
chcę
whole...
chuj więcej takich małych gier jak Plague Tale Innocence albo Fallen Order, który niedługo wyjdzie. Ja chcę takich...
Fallen Order to nie jest mała gra.
You can create a hero for this game that is really a reflection of who you are. It fights the way you want to fight. It looks the way you want to look. We even just took a look at some of the different options that we have in the game for selecting your difficulty so that you can go in and you can play Destiny exactly the way you want to play it. You can earn extra rewards for taking bigger risk. If you stand toe-to-toe with your enemies and you use a finishing move, you can, what were some of the things we were talking about before? You can
charge your health, you can go invisible, you can spawn ammunition for you and your team, more beyond that.
And that doesn't come without risk, does it? Are you invulnerable when you do these
You are
moves?
not.
You are not invulnerable. So when you've got that one guy on your fire team who just can't help himself and has to do a finishing move, and then he dies, and you're just, thanks for ruining my flawless run.
Well, it's exciting. You see that glow across the battlefield, and like, if I get that guy, I can get that rocket, I need it. And so you rush across, but
can
it's
you do
a risk
it on
reward.
the really big bosses?
You can't do it on the really big bosses.
Okay. I'll accept
You can do it on everything below.
But speaking of personalization, you're also here to talk about what players can do to turn their personal challenge up to 11. Deej, can you tell us the secret to creating the elitist of elite guardians?
I think it's really about making sure that it fits the way you like to fight. So if you're the type of player that likes to get up close and personal with the punching,
Very exciting.
Finishing moves are going to be exactly the thing that you're going to want to do. If you like to hang back, if you're the sniper, if you're not really into the risk-reward thing, the nice thing is that some of these benefits are shareable across the team.
Nice.
So somebody who rushes in and does a finishing move could drop heavy ammo on the floor to share with their friends.
Yeah.
So that Destiny's all about teamwork. It's all about playing with the other people that are on your fire team, getting to know your friends and the way they play. The way you play really complements the way they play. That's the ultimate team right there.
I feel like Leah seems to be really judgmental. I don't think I'm quite up to the challenge. But what do you guys think? Does that sound pretty ace? You big Destiny fans? Right, that's what we want to hear. So I suppose most importantly, we need to find out when can they get their hands on Shadow Key? Well, I keep forgetting you're so loud. Every time I ask that question, no one hears me.
It's not
I'm like,
yes.
when can we play the game?
Play the game on October 1st.
Okay, so that's not so long. That's not so long. It's
So far
well, it's really long for Leah, not so far for everyone
Counting
else.
every minute. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Now, thank you. Now over to Benny with the latest from Metro Exodus.
All I'm gonna say.
Co oni powiedzą o Metro Exodus? Jakby co, jakieś DLC czy co? Bo tak ta gra wyszła już to jakby koniec.
Is lit. The newest expansion is nearly here, and it brings with it a new story,
Dobra, czyli DLC.
and a weapon that is literally fire. In the Two Colonels expansion, we follow Colonel Klebnikov during the last days of life in Novosibirsk. Novosibirsk. I've been trying to say that all day. Right, and everyone is now laughing at me. I got the first one. All right, but a story that helps guide Colonel Miller's mission to discover the reason for the extinction a year later. And the weapon of choice, well, a flamethrower, of course. If you're new to the franchise or want to relive the Metro saga, including Metro 2033,
Survivors here until they killed each other off.
Okej, dobra, chyba jesteśmy live. Bardzo przepraszam, ale internet nam wyjebało. Dajcie mi ludzie znać, czy działo. Ja podglądu nadal nie mam. Mieli chwilę opóźnienia. Film mi się już odwiesił, także go troszeczkę cofnę, bo nie wiem szczerze, kiedy nam dokładnie urwało, ale chyba się szczelił dosyć szybko. Teraz moje pytanie, czy tutaj cokolwiek leci? Widok publiczny mamy.
Witamy z powrotem, mamy
Poczekaj, bo nie wiem, czy stream działa. Ja może sobie odświeżę tą stronkę. Okej, dobra, chyba działa. Jesteśmy live, tylko pewnie większości osób już nie ma. Także jeszcze raz wybaczcie, ale gdzieś mi nam wywaliło internet.
Ale odsłuch działa.
Odsłuch wcześniej też działał.
Ale działa lepiej.
Nie działa lepiej, po prostu nic nie leci w tle i słyszysz dobrze.
Pierdolenie.
Dobra, to chyba wszystko jest już ogarnięte. Ja tak jak widzę, to stream działa. Także miejmy nadzieję, że już tak więcej nie będzie i oglądamy dalej Xboxa, bo jest fajnie, no tylko troszeczkę nam się
Nie
zjebało.
jest fajnie, kurwa, same nudy.
Tam, mi się podoba.
Nie.
Fajnie, mi się to jakoś tak lekko ogląda. Dobra, lecimy dalej.
literally fire. In the Two Colonels expansion, we follow Colonel Klebnikov during the last days of life in Novosibirsk. Novosibirsk. I've been trying to say that all day. Right, and everyone is now laughing at me. I got the first one. All right, but a story that helps guide Colonel Miller's mission to discover the reason for the extinction a year later. And the weapon of choice, well, a flamethrower, of course. If you're new to the franchise or want to relive the Metro saga, including Metro 2033, Metro Last Night, and Metro Exodus, they're all available right now on Xbox Game Pass. Now, let's
O, całe Metro jest w Game Passie też.
It's time for another world premiere. Roll it.
There were quite a few survivors here, until they killed each other off. Looks like that lie in Moscow did work after all. So your father's on a mission? When is he coming back?
I don't know. Report your situation. Over.
In the hands of our enemies, truth may be dangerous. We must carefully choose who we can entrust with it and who we cannot.
Are you ready to face your maker?
The truth that might scare them must be kept secret for their own good.
We both served the great lie because we both made ourselves believe it was necessary. But now, I can finally look truth in the eye.
Okej, czy co będzie dzieciaczek jako kompanion? Nie wiem, jakby Metro takie, nie wiem, ma RTX, tyle o tej grze nie wiem.
DLC is out tomorrow. That is amazing news for Metro Exodus fans, eh?
I completely agree, but now, if games have the power to bring people together, then this next title is the glue to a family of fans. Unlike any other.
That's right. Gears of War is a solid gold Xbox classic and has one of the strongest, most passionate and most supportive communities anywhere in video games. So let's take a look at how Gears has gone beyond a game and built unbreakable bonds of family all over the world.
Ale mnie ten kontroler rozproszył, który to był na stoliku, boż.
Będą w końcu Gearsy chyba. To ma być jakaś historia o ludziach, którzy grają w Gearsy.
O, exciting.
Many believe that Gears of War has what it takes to be one of the most successful video game franchises of all time.
Since day one, my brother and I just...
kamery kwadratowe, ojej.
No.
Playing Gears of War has changed me because it brought me into a world of looking at games as more than just games.
People that are playing these games now grew up playing these games, and they've seen Marcus and Baird and Dom go through all of the trials and tribulations that they have, and now there's this new generation, and the fans get to grow with the characters.
We're basically minutes away before going on stage in front of millions of people and introduce the world to Gears 5.
I don't think people really give Gears its due for the influence it's had on modern video games.
Woo! Yeah! Shit, yeah! Woo!
I felt like you were playing a game, but you were also watching a movie.
Ja w życiu o Gearsach nie słyszałem przed jakimiś tam E3 i tak dalej, jak się zacząłem interesować tym bardzo.
Ja tam glimpsy jakieś, ale jakoś tak nigdy mnie to nie zaczepiło tak mocniej.
About it. When you meet them in person, it's almost as if everybody knew each other to begin with.
Whether you're in it for the story or the characters or the camaraderie, it's just constantly giving fans something to care about.
You're a goddamn cow! A cow!
And you can tell when a game has a little bit of magic in it, because there's something about it that pulls you in, that makes you go, oh, that is so cool.
I've never wanted a game to come out this badly.
There's nothing else like that.
And the amazing team at the Coalition is working hard to bring you our most ambitious Gears of War title yet, Gears 5.
E3 2019 to było, jakby ktoś nie pamiętał, to jest playlista na kanale, polecam. Sama prezentacja Gearsów też jest na pewno jako oddzielny film, także łatwo do znalezienia.
Legitimate chills. Trying not to tear up. Trying not to tear up.
Gears
But
community is so special.
oh, I mean, I think we got a fair bunch of them here, to be honest.
Right.
And now it's come to the time in the show that you have all been waiting for. A first look at Gears 5 Horde Mode.
Yes, I am absolutely buzzing for this. Here now is the world premiere trailer for Gears 5 Horde Mode.
I'm about to launch from the shadows like a lion on the grind coming at you.
I'm a menace for the vengeance, so relentless. Hope you ready, cause I'm here to battle. Not from above! Move! Come out, wherever you are!
Now you see
No,
me?
mam wrażenie jak zombiaki w Call of Duty.
White in my eyes, better run, better hide, don't survive in what I'm on.
Jack, hijack!
I ain't here to play around. If I were you, I would run right now.
Good work, Jack!
Bang, bang on the ground.
Oh, yeah!
Watching every move you enact on.
Help me secure the test!
Step is your last one. Yeah.
Orders deployed.
Getting closer. Make a wrong move and it's game over. Let's go.
Here they
I
come!
ain't here to play around. If I were you, I would run right now. Hope you ready, cause I'm here to battle.
No mówię, jak chyba zombiaczki. Znaczy mnie jedyne co interesuje to tak po trailerach tych pierwszych to historia w tym, ale...
Jedyne co zobaczyłem to wiatraka. Recenzja moja.
Hey, Gary.
I might just keep clapping. I don't think I'm never going to stop clapping.
Just how we like
Should I
it.
just clap
like
through the next segment? Well, in that we saw gameplay, ultimates, and, sorry Graham, but one very badass looking drone.
Yes, mate.
But before we bring the coalition to the stage, Xbox's Catalina Macedo caught up with the team to take a deeper look into Horde for Gears 5.
Najfajniejsze w tym streamie to jest ten harcerz z tyłu. On wygrał moje serce.
Tak.
Today I'll be talking with studio head Rod Ferguson and multiplayer design director Ryan Pleven about the upcoming Gears 5 Horde mode. Just being here at the studio, you can really feel the excitement and the passion.
Studio.
To są jakieś palety.
No widzisz, tak co robił studia bardzo fajnie wyglądają niektóre. Też takie klimatyczne, nie?
I feel like Horde is sort of a really large expression of that with 5-player co-op.
Everything started with Gears 2 Horde. It was lightning in a bottle. It was, you know, what people look back on as the defining defensive game mode through all of games. It was the idea that you were going to be doing this as an endurance run, as a 3-hour epic experience, and a mode like without any cutscenes, without any, you know, character development, without any story.
A grałeś pan w Supermaxie po tym froncie 2 jak wyszła? To się kurwa nie odzywa.
Znam to mówię o Gearsach dwójki, wtedy Supermacji w Battlefroncie nie było.
What we feel that we've done really is almost the complete realization of what Gears 2 set out to be.
The big thing for us now is this idea of ultimates. This basically characters used to be just defined by the weapons they carried, and you were all the same. You just looked kind of different, and because you all could carry the same weapons. But now every character has its own ultimate ability, its own special ability it can bring to the game that changes how you play.
You could look over and see.
Insert Overwatch main theme.
You know that she has an ability to turn herself invisible, so you don't need to worry if she gets in a tough fight.
There's also a really big thing called taps now, which are these energy geysers that show up around the map. Because generally, once you find in Horde, you would like lock in on a particular place and you would defend from that place for the entire 50 waves. Now, in order to get as much power as possible, to get as strong as possible, you actually have to like move and expand your base to go and capture those energy taps. And every 10 waves, once you beat that boss, a new energy tap appears and you have to go and capture it. So it's really changed the dynamic where now it's much more aggressive than it was in the past.
For the first time, your character will start with all the cards that they've already equipped, but they will then increase the power of those cards and increase the power of their core abilities over the course of the game. And that progression is then reset, and you can do it again the next game. And this means that every game feels fresh. If you can try a different combination of perks that work with your cards in a specific way.
Seeing people make a certain build, like here's a Kate build, I use these cards with these perks, and here's a Dell build, and I think it will be really exciting to see them mix and match and see these different playstyles come together.
One of the things that we've done that is
Kto w to gra? Po co? Jakby... Naprawdę nie wiem, jak to się może nie nudzić, kurwa, jednej, dwóch. Tak.
And that means that if you see some power on the ground, everyone will want you to pick it up.
And then we've added stuff to give more information to the players and things like health bars over bosses and mini bosses. And so there's little feedback mechanisms and it allows you to play differently. Because
Może ja się nie znam, ale ja mam wrażenie, że ten dla mnie był w chuj męczący i nudny, ale nie wiem.
I can see, oh, they still have a lot, so I'm going to hold back.
To take characters and push them even further, we've added Jackbot as a playable character inside Horde. It's one of the most pivotal roles on the battlefield. Jack can fly anywhere on the map. He moves really quickly, faster than anybody else. He can heal people, repair things. Really, he's the jack of all trades. And you really...
Nie wiem, ja dopiero jak pokażę cokolwiek z polskim dubbingiem, to wtedy będę decydował, ale raczej po angielsku.
Tak samo, tak samo.
I ja bym chciał grać bez napisów, ale to wtedy nie wiem jak to będzie w nagrywaniu, ale to zobaczymy.
Beneficial to certain kinds of players. Every time we add a new character and every time we add a new map,
zresztą tam napisy można wytłumaczyć wszczepami, to zostanie pewnie przy napisach.
Explore this space and show us what the best combination of characters is.
And so that idea of finding 5 people who know how to balance the classes and know how to balance the characters and know what the objective is and what you're trying to do, and everybody's playing together in lockstep with each other, there's nothing more special than having that alignment and succeeding on that goal.
It's really, by far, from our point of view, the most intense, engaging, action-oriented, fierce, epic.
And from my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
I really like that Horde creates a dependency where you work together as a team, and you can be successful kind of, lone wolfing it, but not as successful as coming together. And that's sort of our motto for the studio. We always say, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. And that's true for Horde as well.
It's been so exciting to be here today. As a Gears fan since Gears 1, I cannot wait to get my hands on the new Horde mode and all the new features. If you are a Game Pass subscriber, you can
this excitement on her face is
for everyone else, the game will be
amazing.
available on September 10th.
That was an incredible first wave to showcase Gears 5 Horde mode. Now, can I get a huge round of applause for Rod Ferguson and Ryan Cleveland for joining us here on Inside Xbox.
Thank you so much for being here, guys. It is a pleasure.
I've got to ask, first of all, right, those ultimates are, can you tell us a little bit more about those? Because they look amazing.
Yeah, the ultimates, each one of them is unique to the character. They're really something that we see, both defines them as well as creates a really great relationship with the team. We've got Kate going invisible. We've got JD that could call in like a giant artillery strike. We've got Dell who can summon trackers to help him out. Each one of them, you're going to have to find the character that works for you and works best for the team.
And they're per character, so it's not on a per role thing. So even if you have multiple engineers, each different character will have their own ultimate, so you can still mix and match.
That's going to be really cool. I think that's one of the great things I'm excited about is all those different play styles that you can find to kind of suit your personal play style.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we were talking about. This is probably the deepest Horde we've ever done, even though it's still super accessible. But the deepness allows you to go in and set your skills. What character you want will give you your ultimate, but also that when you're collecting that power, you're not just feeding the engineer. Like in Gears 4, you're basically collecting power to get the engineer to build. Now you have perks, which you can go in and say, oh, I want to do more damage. I want to do more headshots. I want more ammo. I want more health. So as you're playing, you have this in-game progression that you can change who you are in the moment. And so you have out-of-game progression in the cards, and you have in-game progression in the perks.
It sounds like you can go mad with theory crafting with that. Just all right, if I get this combination, these 4 teammates, and
Yeah, it'd be cool. But talking about accessibility, one of the things you talked to us about in Vancouver is all the different difficulty settings players are going to have access to. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I mean, one of the big things for us is realizing that Gears was going to be day and date in Game Pass and Ultimate Game Pass was that we realized we're going to have a bunch of people maybe who've never played the game before. And so we wanted to create a lot more accessibility to the game, and whether that's accessibility features in terms of how you control. We have things like single stick control, ability to turn off camera shake, and all those sorts of things. But even also from the point of Jack was created from a perspective of being accessible, because maybe some people maybe who aren't as good at Gears. But the idea of going into cover and pixel hunting, shooting, and all those sorts of things, Jack doesn't have that. Jack floats above cover. Jack does area of effects attacks. So if you have somebody who's just new to the game, they can come in as a support bot and they can help you. They can heal you. They can keep you buffed up. They can go and repair stuff. They can pick up weapons.
No ja się właśnie Kubuś boję, bo u nas ja tam wcześniej słyszałem jak tego neta waliło, to mi się wydawało, że że u nas zaraz będzie jakaś buria, ale może nie.
A support class that sort of stands at the back and does nothing. Jack is super critical.
I jako, że gadają o Gearsach, a mnie to nie interesuje i się rozładował aparat, to ja muszę mieć akumulator, także chwilę nie będzie kamerki.
I want Jack. I want Jack to follow me, and that was something that now there's so much demand for Jack. When they're playing him, you just constantly feed like you're feeding all these little birds.
And he has a crazy ultimate. Like he has this we call it hijack.
Yeah.
Because we're big about puns in Vancouver. And so hijack is basically shoots a dart into an enemy and then takes control. So it possesses that enemy. So if you have something coming at you like a Scion with a boom shot, you can take it over, and now Jack player becomes a Scion with a boom shot and can help destroy the enemy with that.
That's so cool.
Everyone's just going to want to be Jack's best friend. It's like, trust me, I'll take you out for dinner. Don't worry about it. Just follow me around in Gears.
Exactly.
We'll be good.
Doesn't sound like quite enough glory for Benny, unfortunately, though. With that in mind, what sort of sets Horde mode in Gears 5 apart from the previous iterations? You obviously told us a lot already, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's probably there's really a bunch of big differences. One is the ultimates. Mm-hmm. The other is this power tap that Ryan and the team came up with, which is probably you better explain.
So like we've added the power taps, which you saw in the video, which really add an element of territory control. Mm-hmm. We wanted to make Gears 5 not only the deepest, but also provide other ways to be successful by not just building fortifications. So the power taps appear every 10 waves after you kill a boss. And that means that you have to really understand whether you want to move your base or just let it go. They're optional. However, they do provide a ton of power to power up your perks, to buy fortifications with. So if you decide to leave them alone, it's at your own peril. However, if you're ambitious and your team knows what they're doing, they can slowly expand their base to control more territory for more rewards.
Yeah.
Lots of options. Well, now from software to hardware. Got it? Because of the hoodie. At any rate, let's take a closer look at something Gears fans everywhere are sure to salivate over. It's the limited edition Gears 5 Xbox One X. We recently caught up with some of the minds behind the design. Take a look.
I always want Gears to stand unique in the way that it pushes on innovation and storytelling in the hardware. And that was the hard part.
Okej, dobra, nie wiem, mam nadzieję, że jesteśmy live na wydarzeniu. Ja za chwilę to zobaczę. Okej, dobra, w teorii powinienem być live, ale tylko na chwilę, dlatego że siedzę na moim mobilnym internecie, także sorry, nie będę robił streama z internetu, z telefonu. W każdym razie chciałem tylko powiedzieć, bo jak widzicie jestem nawet zawieszony, bo musiałem się przez Wi-Fi połączyć. Nie mam mojego głównego internetu, wróci mi dopiero prąd, za pół godziny zaczyna się Opening Night Live, czyli najważniejsza impreza dzisiaj. Google Stadia zapewne już się skończyło. Nie wiem, no jeżeli mi wróci internet, to zrobimy te wydarzenia, ale po prostu później. No mam nadzieję, że jeszcze coś porestuje routery i tak dalej. Spróbuję, żebyśmy chociaż mieli te Opening Night Live ogarnięte. Tutaj chciałem tylko zrobić takie zakończenie, żeby nie było tak po prostu urwane. 2 razy wyjebało mi prąd, 2 razy za dużo. No i cóż, dzięki wszystkim za oglądanie, to tak tylko gwoli ścisłości, żeby się wydarzeniu stało zadość. Ktoś, kto oglądał powtórkę, wiedział o co chodzi. Nie będę już oglądać oczywiście Microsoftu jeszcze raz. Wybaczcie za to. Dzięki wszystkim, którzy się przewinęli i do zobaczenia na streamach kolejnych. Mam nadzieję, że uda się obejrzeć na żywo Opening Night Live. Jeżeli nie, no to obejrzymy po prostu powtórkę. Tak czy jak jeszcze raz dzięki i pa, do zobaczenia na kolejnych streamach. Trzymajcie się i cześć.